expert woodsman who can cut down a tree more easily than most people can chop one up. When it really comes to tackling large lumps, you can't beat the men of the forestry companies.
An axeman's gathering.
This is Thomas losing the lumps that gets it.
STIHL Timbersports Canada is brought to you by the City of Charlottetown. Great things happen here. And by STIHL IMO. Let the robotic lawnmower from STIHL manicure your lawn.
The STIHL Timbersports Trophy Competition. In the trophy format, athletes have to complete 4 disciplines back-to-back. After the start, they need to cut a complete disc with the stock saw within a 10-centimeter area. From there, the athletes have to complete the underhand chop as quickly as possible. Only after they split the block can they return to the starting point, where this time, the single buck is waiting for them to cut one complete cookie. In the final discipline, the athletes have to complete the standing block chop in order to achieve the best possible overall time. Any rule infraction will result in a disqualification and the athlete will be eliminated. All participants must first demonstrate their skills in the time trial. The better the athletes perform in the time trial, the easier their first elimination round will be. The athletes now continue to compete in a knockout system through the quarterfinals and semifinals. The losers of the semifinals will fight for the last podium spot in a small final. After that, the 2 winners of the semifinals will compete one more time to see who takes the title.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Lindsay Warnock and my co-host Brian McIntyre and I are bringing you coverage of the 2022 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Trophy Championship from right here in beautiful Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Today we have 12 of Canada's top pro STIHL Timbersports athletes here to compete for a chance to be crowned our 2022 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Trophy winner. Winning here secures the top athlete with a spot to represent Team Canada on the world stage at the STIHL Timbersports World Champion Trophy event.
Speaking of stellar, let's take a minute to find out what makes Charlottetown PEI stand out.
Tour the streets like Victoria Row. Those that visit this beautiful province know that PEI's livelier than ever seaside capital city of Charlottetown is the best place to eat, drink, and explore. You may pass a certain redhead as you stroll Victoria Row in downtown Charlottetown, taking in the diverse streetscapes and postcard-perfect harbor. Enjoy catching a local song or two while feasting on the fresh catches and one-of-a-kind culinary creations. At the renowned Charlottetown Festival, Anne comes to life on the stage with toe-tapping tunes and tickle-your-funny-bone humor that will leave you daydreaming about ice cream long into the evening.
On the last episode, we watched our athletes compete for seating position in today's final. Here's how our athletes made out. With a field like that, it's shaping up to be a stellar final round.
All right, right, folks, we're ready for our first heat of the quarterfinal. Coming up to stand number 1, make some noise for Nathan Cumberland.
And on stand 2, his father, Papa Bear, Rod Cumberland.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go, Rod Cumberland first to the wood, but Nathan catching up. There we go, quick start for the stock saw, moving on to the underhand chop. It's a father-son duo. Make some noise for your athletes there, folks! Heavy hitters, these two. Rod Cumberland, Nathan on stand 1, the first one to turn at the 23-second mark. There we go, Rod's turning to the other side. Nathan Cumberland, he's a big guy. He knows how to hit. Looking good. He's almost through his underhand. Looking good now. Moving on to the single buck. Nathan Cumberland, Rod on stand 1. Holy smokes, that is a big block. There we go, Rod feeling good. Moving on to the single buck, and look at the big pulls from Nathan Cumberland. Moving on to the final discipline, the standing block chop. Looking good. Rod Cumberland pulling a very clean cut on his stand number 2. Looking good, powering through the center of that block, but big swings from Nathan Cumberland. Setting a great time. He's almost done. We're at the 122nd mark. Nicely done. Hitting his marks every single hit, making them count. Rod Cumberland moving to the standing block. Make some noise from a Nathan done at 132. Rod Cumberland got to power through the pain. Looking good.
Closing in on 2 minutes. He's got 30 seconds, lots of time.
Here we go, Rod. You know you got it.
Yeah. Rod Cumberland getting it done.
Woo. Great first heat.
And the winner is Nathan Cumberland.
There we go. Looks like Nathan Cumberland's moving on.
In Heat 2, we saw Jeff Larkin take on Connor Morse. With a solid performance, it was Jeff Larkin who came out with the win.
And the winner is Jeff Larkin.
There you have it, folks. Look like Jeff Larkin is moving on to our semifinals later today. All right, folks, we're ready for Heat 3 of the quarterfinal. Coming up on stand number 1, the Beast from the East, Marcel Dupuis.
Taking on Marcel, stand number 2, Thomas Henderson, River John, Nova Scotia.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Bit of a rocky start for Thomas Henderson, but he can make up the time. Wow, Thomas Henderson got him at the start. There we go. Marcel Dupuis, Thomas Henderson, neck and neck at the underhand chop. Looking good.
Wow.
Wow, these are great opening hits. There we go. Marcel first to turn. Thomas is right on his tail. He's not letting the Beast from the East get that far ahead of him. There's Marcel finishing up his underhand, moving on to the single buck. But Thomas Henderson finishing up his underhand. He's feeling good.
He wants it. Going for it.
There we go. There we go, but it's Marcel Dupuis finishing up his single buck, moving to that standing block. We're at the 1 minute mark. Looking good. Thomas Henderson yelling at his saw, making sure it goes faster. This is looking good, folks. There we go, Marcel moving to this other side, but there we go. Thomas Henderson, you gotta cheer on your athletes, folks. There we go. Last couple hits for Marcel, and Thomas Henderson putting an excellent front side, looking good.
One more.
He's got it. Nice. Thomas Henderson moving on to his last bit of this heat.
Putting in a good time here. He's still putting in a good time.
Gotten
hungry.
He's got it.
He did it. Dropped his personal best. Well done, Thomas.
And the winner is Marcel Dupuis.
All right, folks. Congratulations to Marcel Dupuis. Marcel, will see him later at the semifinals.
In Heat 4, we had Ben Cumberland go head-to-head and claim victory over another East Coast favorite, Berlin Nickerson.
Ben Cumberland taking it home.
And the winner is Ben Cumberland.
Congrats to Ben Cumberland with an excellent unofficial time of 1 minute 55 seconds.
Welcome back, folks. We have Canada's top steel timber sports athletes here to claim a spot to represent Team Canada at the Steel Timber Sports World Championships later this year.
Let's head on over to our official Steel Timber Sports scoreboard to check in on the point standings. All right, we're ready for our first heat of the semifinals coming up on stand number 1. Make some noise for Nathan Cumberland.
Head to head with Big Nate. Third time today on the stage, Jeff Larkin.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nathan Cumberland first to the wood.
He wants it.
Jeff Larkin right on his tail. Wow. What a start for both of our competitors. Moving on to the underhand chop. Nathan Cumberland, this is his bread and butter. Look at the big hits from Nathan Cumberland, but Jeff Larkin right on his tail. Looking good, opening that front side. Nathan Cumberland already turned, but Jeff Larkin right behind.
Big wall of wood for Jeff. He left some. He's going to have to do a lot of work in the back.
Absolutely. There we go. We're at the 30-second mark. Nathan Cumberland driving off, looking good.
Beautiful
Heading
cut.
to the single buck. There we go. On stand number 2, Jeff Larkin. He's got some fans in the crowd, and he can't hear them yet.
Have to reach under, get that wall of wood.
There
he
it
got
is.
it done.
Nicely done. Heading over to the single buck, taking a breath, making sure he's got it. Wow, Nathan Cumberland already done his single buck, moving on to the standing block.
He wants it.
Wow, he's really looking to shorten his earlier time. We're at the 1-minute mark at the standing block for Nathan Cumberland. Look at the big chunks flying out of there. Already moving to his backside. He really wants this, folks. You got to make some noise for him. Jeff Larkin finishing up the single buck, walking over to that standing block.
Oh, yeah,
Nathan Cumberland with an unofficial time of 1:19. Feeling good about that, but Jeff Larkin working away on stand 2. You really got to make some noise for him. He's feeling definitely tired after those first 3 disciplines, but he's not giving up on the standing block.
Cheer him on, folks. He is putting in a heck of a cut. Third time running this race today.
Wow, looking good. You can get it, man.
Oh,
Woo!
yeah. Not a bad cut there.
And the winner is Nathan Cumberland.
There you have it, folks. You're going to see Nathan Cumberland in the final.
All right, here with Nate Cumberland, and you're going on to the final. What would it mean, Nate, to take home your first win in the trophy here in Charlottetown?
I've been very blessed today. God's been very good. Making it to the finals is a huge blessing, and whatever happens there is going to happen. I'm just going to try to cut a clean race, and Lord willing, it's place the right place.
We'll see what happens in the final. Big Nate running great today, getting faster and faster here in Charlottetown, the 2022 Canadian Trophy Championship.
All right, folks, we're ready for our next heat of the semifinals coming up on stand number 1. Make some noise for Marcel Dupuis.
Going head to head with Marcel, Ben Cumberland. Stand 2.
For the championship.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, little bobble.
That's all right. Ben can make up that time. Looking good. Marcel Dupuis done. Ben Cumberland racing him to the underhand chop. Here we go. On to our next discipline, the underhand chop. These are both excellent choppers. Marcel Dupuis bringing the speed here. Wow. Turning at the same time.
Quickly.
That's going to make a difference here, folks. We're almost to the 30-second mark. Who's going to drive it off first? We'll see. It's Marcel Dupuis.
Big
Here we
head
go.
start.
Ben Cumberland finishing it off, looking good, heading to a single buck. He can make up the time here, folks. He can catch up to Marcel. Anything can happen. But Marcel Dupuis moving to the standing block. He is
Big
wanting
lead.
that time today. There we go, Ben finishing off a single buck, heading over to the standing.
Big lead, half a log ahead.
Wow! Marcel Dupuis moving to his final side of the standing block. We're at the 1-minute mark. It's looking good. Ben Cumberland, stand number 2. Nice. Moving to that other side, making the best time he can. Keep it going for final 1:15. Ben is not giving up. Keep it going, Ben.
Marcel, fastest time of the day, 1:15.
Wow.
Great way to earn a spot in the final.
And the winner is Marcel Dupuis.
There you go, folks. Lots of Marcel fans in the crowd are happy tonight.
Marcel Dupuis does it again, lowers the time to beat for the day at 1:15 and moves on to the final. Marcel, you've won this event before. You've represented Canada overseas. What would it mean to go to the World Trophy event one more time?
Oh, it'd be a great adventure to go over there and try to represent your country the best you can. And but the racing is not over. It's a big race coming up, and we'll see how it goes.
You can't look past Nathan Cumberland, but these two guys are going to have an epic race coming up next at the 2022 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Trophy.
Welcome back, folks. We've had fantastic chopping and sawing action so far from right here in downtown Charlottetown, PEI at our STIHL Canadian Trophy Championship. With the stage set, let's head on over to catch our championship final.
We are ready for our final heat of the 2022 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Trophy event. Up on stand number 1, you gotta make some noise for Nathan Cumberland.
And on stand 2, Marcel Dupuis. This is no joke, folks. Going for a Canadian title and a trophy. Hardest thing to earn.
Nathan took home 3rd yesterday at our Pro Men's Canadian Championship. Marcel taking that top spot. He's going to be looking for another title here this weekend, folks. But Nathan has never won this event, and he really wants it here today.
30 seconds.
I think every single discipline we will have a close race.
Definitely. Put the pressure on.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
A lightning start for both of our competitors. And it's Nathan Cumberland on stand 1 making the first move, but Marcel is on his tail. Here we go, folks, into the underhand chop. Wow! And it's Nathan who's turning first, but Marcel is right on his heels.
Look at this race. My goodness. Neck and neck.
Wow! Who's gonna finish
There,
it? It's
Nathan
Nathan Cumberland, but Marcel Dupuis is right there with him. Here we go. Nice opening pulls for Marcel Dupuis. Nathan Cumberland right behind. Holy smokes. This is gonna be it, folks. Here we go. We're at the 40-second mark. Marcel Dupuis. Nathan Cumberland right there.
Who's gonna take it, folks? Cheer him on.
This is it, folks. We are in the last discipline, and it's Nathan Cumberland, but Marcel's right with him. It's going to be very close, folks. Who's it going to be?
Oh, he split the log. He split the log.
Wow.
One more. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Nate Cumberland does it. Unbelievable. How about that finish, Charlottetown? Let's give these guys a big hand.
Wow.
Wow. Nate split the log. It didn't have any holding wood. And he still got it done. My goodness, he opened up such a small chip there, Lindsay.
That was insane.
I didn't know how he's going to drive that off, but sheer will, unbelievable finish.
Here we go. Judges are going to make our last call of the weekend.
We're going to do a video review just to make sure of the finish.
Wow. A photo finish. Looks like our judges are making their way back to the stage to make the final call.
Okay, on stand 2, we have a time of 1:12.93. And with the winner of a time of 1:12.67 on stand 1, it's Nathan Cumberland.
0.3 of a second, folks.
That's insane. Let's have one more big hand for both our competitors. Nathan Cumberland taking it with 0.3 of a second. We're going to hear from both of our competitors.
Unbelievable finish. Marcel Dupuis, you came up 0.3 short, but what a heck of a race. You cut it perfectly, buddy. You've got to be happy with the cut overall. I know you didn't get the finish you were looking for, but man, what a great race here.
Absolutely. First of all, let's congratulate Nathan. Hell of a champion, hell of a cut. And I think it's only the second time that he does this race, so he's got a hell of a future in front of him, and he'll represent Canada really well. And thank you for PEI for all the support, and everybody, my friends and family that are here. Thank you very much. Helped me a lot on the stage.
All right, Big Nate Cumberland getting the job done in Charlottetown, taking home the Canadian trophy, 0.3 of a second. Same stroke, same finish. Talk us through those final strokes on that standing block, Nate.
All the glory goes to God. I'm so blessed in that event. Marcel's an awesome competitor, ran awesome. I kind of messed up my standing block in the back. I opened it a little too small. Started breaking the log. I didn't think it was going to go, but I do want to say hi to my wife, Ashley, and my little son Matthew at home. Hey guys, I love you. Thank you so much for all your support.
It's time to bring out your podium. In third place, make some noise for Ben Cumberland.
All right, folks. In second place, please welcome back to the stage from Memramcook, New Brunswick, Marcel Dupuis. Big hand for Marcel. He got it done. Incredible final.
All right, folks, it's time we bring out your 2022 Steel Timber Sports Canadian Trophy Champion, Nathan Cumberland!
Big Nate, first time winning this title. That means a lot to him.
It really does. He's definitely happy about that last heat. This is a tradition on the Steel Timber Sports stage, a champagne shower.
Oh,
here we go, folks. Let's have one more big hand for your athletes. They deserve it after a very great weekend here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Thank you so much for joining us today, folks. We will see Nathan on the world stage at the World Steel Timber Sports Champion Trophy.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We hope you enjoyed our 2022 Steel Timber Sports Canadian Champions Trophy event hosted in Charlottetown, PEI.